キス。おや、おりゃおりゃおりゃおりゃ。今日も何もないなんて。サキサキは向井くんのこと。
I love, you love Saki Saki, okay? Just her name alone, Saki Saki. We love her. But here's the thing. I think it's a more compelling story for her to just continue to purely be the comedic relief and allow Shino, allow Minase, allow Risa to kind of take the spotlight a little more. Because what I'm having trouble with is dedicating or having to watch minutes of kind of serious Saki try and deal with these complex emotions, okay? And I think Shino said it best. I have my Mike Tyson moment there. You guys hear that? The best. I'm gonna hit the best. What an idiot. But I think Shino said it best though. Like honestly. She literally like at the moment she's like, okay, well, did you kiss? And she avoided, right? She avoided. She's like, and Sheena was like, no, did you kiss? And she was like, you still didn't like, do you even love this dude? And I think that's a genuine question, you know? And in life, it's a real thing. It's the idea of love and then actual love, like actual tangible, like can't keep your hands off of somebody, like real love. And that real love is sometimes instantaneous, right? Like first date sometimes, like first meeting in real life sometimes. First, you know, you hit on somebody and the first time that you meet, you know, like it's sometimes instantaneous. So in thinking of the context here, it's like they're younger, so there is that. But then on one side you have Risa, you know, who is like Rao. You have Shino, who, okay, she hasn't made peace with her love yet. So as soon as she does that, she's gonna be a force to be reckoned with, okay? But she has put herself in, like, Naoya has gotten farther with Shino than he has with anybody else, right? He's gotten all over the place, okay? And then we have Manase, who, okay, we didn't share a lips kiss, but we got pretty close, and she's only been in the picture for a little bit, you know? So we got a lot closer there with Minase, right? And now we think to Saki, who, you know, almost jumped his bones, and that's probably the closest we've gotten to her actually acting on something, but she was going to skip the kiss, which is a whole nother, you know, I guess, you know, for men, we're like, yeah, cool. That can come later, I guess. Come later. I get it. But, you know, it's like, okay, well, what are we doing here exactly? So I think, you know, if this show keeps pussyfooting around with Saki and what she's going to do or not do, I do think that kind of poo-poos the show a little bit. Now, again, where it gets saved over and over is just the overarching arc of comedy and comedic attributes that it has, because it's just effing funny. Like, even when Saki's not on the screen, right? Like, Shino has her own level of seriousness turned funny all the time. Risa has her own level of funny because she's just like a nutcase. And then Manase comes in with this level of sincerity and stuff, but keeps getting in, you know, precarious situations like this episode that Manase and Naoya, she had like they had like the slow motion Baywatch run, and then like a classmate's there and they're like, you know what I mean? So that's funny. And she had to go like, oh, Pokemon Cotton Candy. And I was like, okay, that's pretty funny stuff. So you see what I mean? Like if you remove Saki from the equation, you know, then it's like, well, there's still a really good show here. So that's kind of where I'm at right now, is just one of those things of just like, okay, well, where do we go from here? And it really is, I think, at this point where we ended with just Shino really asking, like, do you love him? Like, you would think when you're provided this opportunity to take your relationship to the next level, like you not taking it is basically saying like, I don't know if I love that guy. I don't know if I love that girl. I don't know if I love that guy. You know what I mean? Like that's what it's saying by actions, right? The whole actions speak louder than words kind of thing. So her inaction is speaking a lot of words. So I'm interested to see what happens with 𝐒𝐻𝐻 next. And I think that's the plug. I think that's the next thing that happened. That's the next pillar to fall here is what happens with 𝐒𝐻𝐻 next. Like, that's the thing. Like, what happens with her? I think she's the variable. And then on top of that variable, we have another one that we're going to dunk in, which is Risa, who recently learned that our boy Naoya is aware of her. And what we mean aware is like he's stopping himself internally from not having feelings for Risa. Like, he's at the edge of that cliff. He just needs a little more push, and he could end up in love with the third girl. Hot damn. So, again, this episode just showed me that there's a lot to it still, but the Saki stuff, outside of just her comedic relief, because she's effing funny. Like, she's funny. But when we get down to the nitty-gritty, which is like, what is she going to do to further this childhood friend to boyfriend relationship? She's going to end up fourth at this point, you know what I mean? And just kind of along for the ride. And I think, you can't let a name like Saki go to waste. So anyway, those are my thoughts for this episode. Let me know your guys' thoughts. Lots of really cool moments. I skipped over a lot of like specific moments in the episode, but those are kind of the high level moments of what I felt for this episode. But like, I can't wait till the 𝐒𝐻𝐻 pillar falls. Like Risa, okay, I love Risa. She's a nutball. She's a nutcase. But like the 𝐒𝐻𝐻 one, that's the one I'm most interested in. Because I feel like once she opens the floodgate, once she opens the nozzle, it's just going to flood. And I can't wait to see that happen. So I'm going to see you guys next week for episode number 5? Number 5? Yeah, episode number 5. You guys stay up. Happy Halloween, everybody. Peace out.